possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mond's throw pulled in by Jefferson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now Lance. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And Kittle catching the slant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Lance going to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by McCann. Up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Mond. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now Mond. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a give, right side. Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Extra point by McCann. Looking good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be a 45-yard attempt.
McCann's kick is good.
And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook.
85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Here's 2nd and 9. Bond going to throw it.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Deontay Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Cut.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now on 2nd and 16.
Lance.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Check me out. Mike 22.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets him to about the 44. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Mon now off of play action.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A give. This is Cook. Busts through the tackle. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Sermon with space, a first down, and then some.
And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. They get one more as the extra points help them good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. We were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure.